Hello, good morning, welcome. We are back for day 2 of the fall 2024 soccer season. Only about 10 seconds away from the end of the Monette Hillcrest matchup this morning at 9 a.m. Monette's currently leading 3-0. That will put Hillcrest in the third place game and Monette in the second place game. Both those teams will play at noon. They will face the winners and losers respectively of this next game coming up between the New Heights Cougars and the Branson Pirates. Yesterday, both the Cougars and the Pirates took on Webb City. Branson played Webb City in the morning matchup. That game ended in penalty kicks. Branson actually led that game with under 10 seconds to play, and Webb City took that free kick from about 25 out to tie the game at 2, sending it to penalty kicks. In this tournament format, it goes straight to penalty kicks after full time. So the penalty kick shootout was won by Webb City, which gave them the 1-0 record in the pool. They then went on to beat the New Heights Cougars in the second matchup of the day for them. Webb City was victorious 3-0, and that game was actually a 0-0 game with 1 minute left in the first half, but Webb City scored on a nice ball from the top of the box to take the 1-0 lead into halftime. Webb City put in a second goal midway through the second period and then closed out the game in a very similar fashion to the Branson goal that sent him into penalty kicks. It was obviously not as consequential of a goal, but still a great goal in its own right from about the same distance. The senior for the Webb City Cardinals, Calden Hood, scored both of those goals for the Cardinals. So we have a few minutes to warm up here. The Monette Hillcrest game did end 3-0. The Branson Pirates will be in black today, and the New Heights Cougars are in their all-white kits again. Kickoff should be right around 10:30, maybe just a minute or so late. We are in a similar formation to yesterday. Yesterday we were in a 5-4-1, a little bit more defensive formation than what you'd expect if you're trying to score goals. More of a trying to prevent goals set. We got some opportunities still at goal in that set. Looking back at the replay yesterday, we had a couple opportunities in the box that maybe if we would have made one extra pass, we had a pretty good shot on goal. So see if we can capitalize on some of those opportunities today, being the second game of the season, this group playing together for the first time on a full field. There is one change to the starting lineup, and then also a formation change. They're going to come out in a 4-2-3-1, which is similar to the 5-4-1. It just takes that center back and pushes them up into a second defensive mid. Gives you a little bit more support through the middle in the center of the field, and then relies on your center backs to take the duty on the back side. I'm excited about that formation. It actually allows for one more player in the midfield to push up. That's going to be Michael Peregrina's role, playing that attacking midfield position. Hamlin will be on the right side. Clevenger will play up top at center forward position. See if we can get that combination play that we just couldn't quite connect on yesterday between Hudson Clevenger and Michael Peregrina. Hudson playing that false 9 back to the goal, distributing, and then taking the opportunities when they arise to turn. We are about ready to do kickoff here. Let's see if we can get to the field. The players have taken the field. Lucas Nangle will be in the starting lineup today for the Cougars. He's going to play that second defensive mid position. across the back, it's Liam Nelson on the left, Nixon Meningus on the right, Gavin Dole and Max Anreder as the two center backs. I thought Anreder had a great game yesterday, going to ground several times to win challenges. Ben Schumacher, Lucas Nangle is the defensive mid, Bennett Thomas, Michael Perigin, and Kason Hamlin across that attacking midline. And then Hudson Clevenger up top for the Cougars. Rush Stewart in goal again today. He did a nice job yesterday. Had a couple real nice plays. Backline doing a good job working with him. I thought the maturity level has really increased from last season on that backline distribution. Cougars could do a better job today of keeping the ball on the ground. I thought that they looked like they hadn't played on turf much. The balls, their passes were a little bouncy, which made it hard to receive and turn for the teammates trying to come back to the ball to check. So we'll see if they can clean that up a little bit today. Of course, it was a little bit of first game nerves. Several freshmen out there getting significant time for the Cougars, but also a Cougars team that's led by a strong senior group. Should mention that we have 3 All-State returning players. Michael Perigin leads the squad. He was a first team All-State last season. Brought in 23 goals along with 14 assists. He also missed several games due to cross-country commitments, so those numbers could have even been higher. Hudson Clevenger, playing up top for us today, was second team All-State. Clevenger had 13 goals and 13 assists. His numbers are a little bit deceiving because although those 13 goals are not in that 20 range that Michael's are, Hudson's goals came later in the season as we put him into that center forward position and it really started to click. And finally, Liam Nelson, also a second team All-State player for the Cougars. He played in that forward position, left wing forward, and really was dangerous for us last season. He's been playing in the back to start this year. We'll see if the Cougars can get enough going on the offensive side to keep him back there as a safety, or if they'll need to push him up into an attack. We definitely lack a little speed up top, and that's something that Liam really brings to the table. All right, we're ready to get started. Clock is underway, 35-minute halves. It looks like I have the half set as second, so I'll get that changed real quick. But early play, sent out of bounds. Cougars pressing early. Ball played down the line. Nangle pressures. Meningus plays it in. Anreder sends it high into the air and out of bounds. There'll be a throw in for the Pirates. Ball played in the middle. Perigin read it and stole. Perigin carrying it down the line. Sends it back across the box. Thomas is there, gets a touch, cleared away by the Pirates. Hamlin's there to keep it in. Congestion at the top. Schumacher takes a shot, deflects off the Pirates, and they're able to cover. Played out of the back. Nelson steps way up, gets a touch on it, gets it to Perigin. Defended well by the Pirates. Perigin tracks back and is able to win it back for the Cougars. Carrying to the near side. Clevenger checks in. Hamlin comes, tries to play it across, deflected away. Perigin battling as Clevenger steps in. Pirates take the time to reset. Ball played down the line on the far side. Nelson is able to win the sprint, and out of bounds, it will be a throw-in for the Cougars. Ball headed in the air. Schumacher challenges forward on the far side and goes out of bounds for the Pirates throw-in. Challenge for the ball on the back line. The Pirates distributing it around the back. Over to the far side. Schumacher comes to pressure. Pirates are able to get through that initial pressure. Schumacher tracks back on the ball and clears it out of bounds. Throw in again for the Pirates. Ball back in. Dole's able to clear from the top. Clevenger's there holding position. Wins it down on the juggle. Clevenger makes the fake and carries into space. Through ball to Thomas, making the run on the left. And too heavy, goes all the way into the box. The keeper for the Pirates, Nugent, is able to receive it. Hamlin drops it back to Perigin. Perigin has a lot of room. One touches over to Schumacher. Schumacher carries across, gets it to Nangle. Nangle one touch to the near side for Hamlin. Hamlin gets bullied off the ball, but the Pirates can't keep possession. Clevenger draws the foul as he cuts it to the near side, and that will be a free kick for the Cougars. Schumacher comes over to take the free kick. Perigin on the far side left. Schumacher's got him eyed up on the run. Low ball in. Cleared away by the Pirates, but Perigin tracks back to get it. Back into the middle. Pirates playing a very defensive low block into transition. And Redder chasing. Good shot, far post. Goes out of play, though. Or I'm sorry, the Pirates did keep it in. Nelson comes into pressure and clears it away. And it'll be a throw in on the touchline for the Pirates. Back into play, the center ref's down tying his shoe. Schumacher steals, plays it into the middle for Clevenger, but stolen away by the Pirates. Number 2, Estrada on the ball for the Branson Pirates. Heavy touch by the Pirates, out of bounds, throw in. Menegas takes it quick for Hamlin to run under. Bicycle kick, Perigin gets up in the air and heads it out of bounds. Probably could have been more patient with that. He had two teammates there on the ball. Nangle comes in and challenges, and foul called on the Pirates. Another free kick for the Cougars. Schumacher again sets up for the free kick. Actually, he's going to set it for Dole to take. Dole side spinning ball in. Clevenger tries to get a touch, bounces through. Clevenger's back to it. Taking it to the corner. Clevenger makes a move to get to the end line. Tackled by the Pirates, knocked out of bounds. Will be a corner kick for the Cougars. Ben Schumacher over to take the corner kick. Top spinning ball in. Perigin's there, gets a head on it, but goes over the goal. Good look for the Cougars. Nguyen taking the goal kick for the Pirates. Into the middle of the field, Nangle's there to settle it. Sends it high into the air. Hamlin tracks back off of his shoulder into Perigin. Perigin settles, plays it to Schumacher with some room in front. Schumacher takes his time, looks back to the middle. Plays it to Nangle on the run. Pirates are able to dislodge. Perigin comes over to win it back. Clevenger takes the wild shot and way off the mark. Goal kick again for the Pirates. Nugent taking the goal kick. The Pirates senior keeper. Ball rolls through on the sideline. And it's a throw-in for the Cougars. Dole throws it in up ahead to Perry and drops to Hamlin. Hamlin tries to find a space through, and the Pirates are able to clear. All the way back to the midfield, Nelson heads it back into possession. Fight for the ball. Nelson on the ground to Thomas. Thomas gets settled, gets it to Clevenger. Clevenger carries wide to hold up play. Looks at his options. Sends it across for Perigin, deflected. Pirates come in and clear it high into the air and back into the middle of the field. Perigin back on the ball. Perigin running on the near side, is able to win it. Deflected by the Pirates. Foul called on the AR wanted a foul, but center ref said no thank you and throw in for the Pirates. Ball played out of the back by the Pirates over to the far side. Schumacher comes up to pressure. Perigin steps in and steals to the top of the box, takes the shot, and great save by the keeper. Still in play, rolling to the corner, and goes out of bounds for a throw-in for the Cougars. Hamlin jogging over to take the throw. One first by the Pirates. Nangle gets a touch on it and sends it high into the air out of bounds. Throw in, or goal kick, I should say, for the Pirates. Vision takes the goal kick out to the far side. Need back to the back line for the Pirates. They find the pivot in the middle of the field. That's Alexis Loa. Distribution by the Pirates. Knocked away by Nangle. Pirates throw in. Meningus fighting for position. Perigin, good touch back to Dole. Dole patiently looks for Thomas on the far side. Thomas chases over, can't keep it in. And it'll be a throw in for the Pirates. Quick throw. Nelson and Schumacher there to challenge. Schumacher drops it back to Stewart on the back line. Or I should say at the top of the box. Dole looks for Schumacher at the pivot, drops it back to Nelson. Nelson back to Schumacher. He's got one coming, finds Perigin in the middle. Perigin has time, looking for Clevenger over the top, plays it to Hamlin on the near side. Hamlin making the run. Takes the shot. Creative idea by Hamlin, but Nugent's right there to make the easy save. Ball punted high in the air. He almost came out of the box on that punt. Handball called as that ball bounced up and caught Perigin on the arm. Free kick for the Pirates. Backspin ball right to the center forward. Pirates in the attack. Dole defending, gets a deflection. Dole, nice job. Gavin Dole sliding in, knocks out a play to kill the threat, and the Pirates have a throw-in. Thomas comes in to challenge. Ball sent across. Anreder gets a good touch, gets it to Dole. Dole clears it high into the air. Schumacher fights for the ball. Clevenger's there. Clevenger getting pushed from behind and draws the foul. Perigin takes the free kick, plays it to the left for Thomas. Back across the middle. Nangle steps in and pressures the ball and gets called for the handball. No score yet here. We are 12 minutes in. Pirates send a good ball to the back line. Goes over everybody, though, and Stewart's there to collect. Stewart out of the back to Meningus. Meningus with time. Carries down the line and loses it out of bounds. Quick throw in by the Pirates. Anrider does a good job to clear it away to let his defense get back. Thrown to the middle, Perigin heads it away. Number 2 for the Pirates, Estrada. Drop back to 34, that's James Bell. Blake James Bell. Pirates send it into the top. Schumacher heads it down. Clevenger comes in to challenge. Ball to the corner. Nelson gets there first and clears it away, throwing for the Pirates. Quickly back in. Nelson's able to clear. That goes out of play, and the Pirates will get another throw on the far side. Played to the back line. All the way across to James Bell. Hamlin comes in to challenge and dislodges possession, but goes out of bounds. Still Pirates ball. Pirates back to their center back. Played up ahead. Schumacher wins it down. Leaves it for Thomas. Perigin to Thomas. Clevenger on the turn. Back to Perigin. Angles there for a touch. Chips it back in. Clevenger chips it to the corner for Hamlin. Hamlin gets pushed from behind, and no call. Clearly a push. Angle drops it back to Perigin, and cleared away by the Pirates. Perigin looking for a quick throw. To the top of the box, Clevenger with his shoulder. Cleared away, but Perigin's there. Tries to find a space, still on the ball, takes the shot, and deflected by the Pirates. Falls harmlessly to Nugent, who quickly takes it out of the back. Up ahead, Nelson steps in and gets a touch. Nelson has room in front. He'll look to distribute. Nelson into Perigin. Perigin gets a good touch. Knocked away, but Schumacher's there. Schumacher sets up an attack, gets cleared of the ball. Dole steps in and deflects in transition. Pirates send it over the top. Meningus and Anrider chasing. Anrider gets back, touches first. And I'm not sure what the call was there. Looked like, I actually thought that, honestly, I thought that foul was going to be on Branson. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure what he saw there as a foul. I think Max pushed off there, but didn't strike me as a foul in initial examination. All right, free kick from about 30 out. Good shot, goes over the goal. Let's look back at that play on the Cougars' offensive half. Ball back into play on the goal kick, goes out of bounds on the far side. Be a throw-in for the Pirates. Schumacher touches in, but off target. Pirates possess. Hamlin comes up to pressure ball. That's number 18, Hernandez. Perigin clears it away. Branson plays it wide. Out of play, throw-in for the Cougars. Pirates have 4 subs at the midway point. Cougars back in possession. Dole gets it to Nelson. Nelson, dangerous pass, stolen away by the Pirates. Perigin defending. It's number 2, Estrada on the ball. Plays it through to 17, Loa. Into the box. Stewart with a great save. And Stewart finishes the save. Nice play by Rush Stewart. Foul called on the play. Be a free kick for the Cougars. Dole chips it over the top to Meningus. Meningus looking to get his feet, sends it to an angle, stolen away, and Meningus steps in and deflects. It will be a Cougars throw-in. Perigin takes the throw up ahead to Hamlin. Hamlin with his chest puts it back to the middle. Cleared away by the Pirates. Anready gets pushed from behind, no call. Meningus steps into pressure. That's number 15, Hedrick. Drops it back to number 24, Stout. Cut back into the middle to Loa. Across to Estrada. Estrada with some room in front. Plays it on the diagonal into the corner. Anredder, nice tackle. And knocks it out of bounds. Be a throw-in for the Pirates. Perigin there to defend in the box. Bicycle kicks it away. Hamlin puts it down with his chest and angles there to clear it away. Hamlin challenges for the ball, is able to come up with it back into the center for Clevenger. Clevenger looks for his option, finds Perigin. Perigin out in front. Getting held from behind. Perigin's able to get through. Plays it down to Hamlin. Too heavy. Goes all the way into the box, and Nugent is there for the Pirates to pick it up. Still no score. 16 minutes left to play here in the first. Pirates have 4 guys at the line to check in at the next opportunity. Ball in the air in the middle of the field, won by the Pirates. Through ball played. Stewart's there at the top to read it and comes out of the box. Great job by Stewart to be on the high line to take away that threat. Four subs coming in the game, as we said, for the Pirates. Back to the action. The Pirates make the throw in and play it out to the back. Over here to the near side. Angle pressure in. It's number 5, Eves. In the middle as Schumacher challenges. Perigin's there to steal. Deflected away. Pirates are able to maintain possession. Nelson steps in. Nelson wins the ball. To Clevenger, trying to turn. Schumacher challenging on the ball. Thomas steps in. Pirates drop it back to the back line as they'll go all the way back to the keeper to reset. Played into the middle for the pivot with room in front. Perigin steps up to defend. Played over the top. Looks like he might have been off unless Anredder was holding them on the near side. Nelson steps in. Great tackle and wins the goal kick, I believe. They're going to say corner, but it looked like he won that off of the Branson player's leg. You can see that on replay. Yeah, too hard to see from that distance from me. Good play by Nelson. And a corner kick for the Pirates. Ball sent in. Cleared away. Clevenger's there, got away with a push. Clevenger out in front. Schumacher's there to connect. Clevenger stays on the ball. Clevenger is still on the ball, holds up, finds Hamlin on the run. Hamlin to the near side. Good tackle by the Pirates and a throw in for the Cougars. Perigin comes to take a break over there on the throw in. Plays it into the top. Hamlin heads it away. Nangle fights for position, is able to get to it. Perigin keeps it in. Pirates in transition. Good feet by Anredder to stop that through ball. Nangle gets it back into the middle. Hamlin comes in. Played across. Thomas challenging, and the Pirates will slow it up. Whistle blown on this earlier play. Don't actually recall the play itself, but offside back over on this near side. I believe it was the play that Anredder played, so I'm not sure how that would be offside, but either way, free kick for the Cougars. We'll have to look back on that later and see what his call was. Perigin takes the free kick. Good ball up ahead. Thomas off of his chest, comes down into the center, and the Pirates clear. Still in a dangerous spot for the Cougars. Cleared out of bounds, throwing for the Cougars. Brandon Schumacher at the halfway line to check in, along with two Pirates. Schumacher checking in as a right attacking mid for Hamlin. Nelson there to take the throw in on the far side. Thomas checks back over the top for Perigin. Knocked away, and goal kick is the call for the Pirates. Nugent there to take the goal kick. Plays it to the near side for James Bell. Brandon Schumacher defending, deflects it off the Pirates, and out of bounds will be a win for the Cougars. Throwing right there. Schumacher can take it quick. There's another ball in play, though. Shouldn't let that play happen with another ball in. Nixon Meningus comes down for the throw. Gives it to Clevenger. Clevenger working the body. Perigin tries to backheel it for Clevenger on the overlap. And knocked out of bounds by the Pirates. Perigin taking the throw in. Gets into the middle. Pirates are there to clear. Back into the middle. Dulce way up on the line. Gets it to Schumacher. Schumacher heavy on the touch. Deflected into the box. And Nugent for the Pirates is able to get over there and secure it. 10 minutes left here in the first half. No score yet. Nugent up into the middle of the field. Perigin with his chest. Gets to the ground. Perigin deep shot as Nugent was out, but didn't get it underneath it enough. And Nugent's there for the save. Another punt by Nugent a little further this time. Crosses the halfway line. Heavy touch by the Pirates. Clevenger tracks back, tries to win it. Pirates in possession. Schumacher comes in and gets the slide tackle. Nelson chips it away. Pirates trying to find a position. Dole and Nelson both fighting for the ball. Anredder steps in and clears it away. Dangerous play by the Cougars. Dole should have just carried that wide rather than trying to center that. But the Cougars, good help side defense by Anredder, able to clear away the threat. Pirates on the far side taking the throw. Thomas and Schumacher come down to pressure. Thomas gets a touch on it out of bounds. Again, the Pirates will get the throw. Perigin steps in and clears it away. That's still in play all the way down the line. Perigin's going to chase and drop all the way back to the keeper. Clevenger pressures. Pirates played out of the back to the far side. Into the middle, Schumacher pressuring on ball. Heavy on the touch by the Pirates, and they lose it out of bounds. Schumacher takes the throw in up to Thomas. Throwing for the Cougars. Thomas takes the throw to Clevenger. Clevenger settles, drops it back to Schumacher. That's Ben Schumacher. Still on the ball, looking at his options. Schumacher turns, gives it to Nelson on the back. Nelson, well defended by the Pirates, has to track back to retrieve the ball. Nelson will play it all the way back to Stewart, who's up. Stewart, quick one touch to Dole. Dole centers it. Good ball over to Nangle. Nangle tries to settle. Stolen by the Pirates in a transition attack. Miranda takes the shot, and off the crossbar, out of bounds, goal kick for the Cougars. It's a real nice play by the Cougars. Nangle just got a little heavy on that touch and created a transition opportunity, but Cougars were able to survive. Nangle, good pass to Perigin in the middle. Perigin over the top. Has Clevenger on the run. Goalie's up. Clevenger gets pushed in the back. That's a red card dog so. Let's see if he issues it. He does. Straight red on the dog so. And that's a huge call. That's a that'll put him out of the game. The Pirates will have to play with 10 the rest of the way. Great ball over the top by Perigin. Clevenger won the step and in position for the ball. He just gets pushed in the back. Earns the dog so red. They did. That is a stop of clock, and I didn't get it stopped. So 7:06 is the official time. The Branson coach has wanted an explanation. The ball is just outside the box. I believe Perigin will take this free kick. They'll need a 10-yard wall. It's a little bit tight to get it over the wall and back to the goal, but it's also enough. It's close enough that you can just usually kick it past the wall if they don't put enough guys on. Clevenger is on the left side. Brandon Schumacher on the right. Thomas far right. That's not 10 yards, but it's close. It's 9-yard wall. Perigin sets up, takes the kick, and goes wide of the frame. On initial shot, it looked like that was going in the corner of the net, but goes wide. And clock. All right, back into play. Foul called on the Cougars. So this is the dangerous thing about the red is that now that the Pirates are playing with 10 and a red card's on the count, it's easier to get another red. So you got to be careful as the Cougars to not make any of those silly plays in retaliation. Pirates take the free kick, send it over the top. Nelson heads it high into the air. Loose ball. Nangle's there. Gets kind of a squib touch. Nelson working back on the far side. He's able to win it into possession, plays it down the line. Thomas will chase. Stays in. And finally drifts out of bounds. Throw in for the Pirates. Actually looks like they said that it went out of bounds before Nelson played it. So throw in back on the offensive half for the Pirates. Still no score. Pirates cut it back into the middle of the field. Nangle comes up to pressure. Good slide tackle by Nelson. Perigin gets the ball. Possessed back by the Pirates. Played to the far side, but off the mark and throw in for the Cougars. Hamlin at the line to check in. He's going to check back in for Lucas Nangle, and Hamlin will move back to that attacking mid where Brandon Schumacher will move into the defensive mid spot. Perigin takes the throw in, big throw in up ahead to Clevenger. Clevenger tries to get the touch on the turn and can't get it to go his direction, goes out of bounds. throwing for the Pirates. Ball into play. Schumacher finds his brother Brandon, sends it through. Nobody's there, and goes all the way into the box. Nugent is able to grab it. Nugent punts it away from the top. Side spinning ball to the center circle. Pirates are first to touch. Ben Schumacher wins position. They're able to get through. Dole steps in, gets it to Brandon. Brandon plays it wide to Hamlin. Hamlin, good touch, gets it to Perigin on the turn. Shoulder contact as the two players fight for position. Down the line, Hamlin gets a touch. Perigin fighting for it with number 17, Loa, and Perigin that time got into his back. That's a good call on the foul, and it will be a free kick for the Pirates. You can make that heavy challenge if it's shoulder to shoulder, but when it's shoulder to back, that should be a foul. Clevenger comes in to challenge the ball. Drop back to number 18, Hernandez. Switch to the far side of the field into the pivot, chipped out to the wide side. Nelson comes in and clears it down the line. Good ball to keep that in as it hooks back. Clevenger chases. Cleared away by the Pirates. Ben Schumacher's there as he chases back. Pirates are able to keep it in, but Nelson's there to steal. Nelson makes the turn down the line, plays it off the Pirates, and back into possession. Loa sends it to the top. Anredder chasing. Good job by Anredder defending. He's able to block the shot. And ball goes out of bounds on the near side. Back into play for the Pirates. Clevenger comes on the double with Hamlin. Knocked out of bounds by the Cougars, throwing for the Pirates. 2:30 left to play here in the first. Bouncing ball bounces over Meningus. Anredder's there to defend. Into the corner, sent across into the box. Still in possession for the Pirates. Deflected, and Stewart's there for the save. Stewart side spinning ball over to the near side. Perigin wins it, plays it through to Clevenger. Clevenger's out. Good job by the Pirates team defending, able to win it back to the keeper. Nugent plays it out of the back on the ground to the pivot. Into the middle, Ben Schumacher steps in and steals, finds Hamlin. Hamlin with room in front, plays it to Clevenger. Clevenger trying to get through and cleared away by the Pirates in the box. That'll be a corner kick for the Cougars. Ben Schumacher comes over to take the corner. Schumacher takes the corner kick to the backside. Perigin's there, gets ahead, but goes the wrong direction. Tracks back. Perigin making a move, drops it back to his back line. Nelson's there, touches it wide. Nelson pushes up. Plays it across to Clevenger. Clevenger back to Perigin. Perigin from 30 out, chips it into the far side for Ben Schumacher. Schumacher's able to keep it in on the line. Plays with his left across the box. Perigin's there, deflected by the Pirates. Brandon Schumacher settles, sends it in, deflected off the Pirates, and another corner for the Cougars. Cougars will have to play somewhat fast. There's less than a minute to play here in the first half. Ben Schumacher sets for the corner. Low ball in. Perigin off of his shoulder. Shoulder tackle by the Pirates. Meningus is there, settles, plays it back to the middle for Dole. A little off the mark. Ball sent over the top. Anner chases back. Stewart's there. Stewart, one touch up to Dole. Dole's able to turn. Under 20 seconds left. Gets it to Brandon Schumacher. Schumacher carries wide. Slide tackle comes in. And that probably will do it for the first half. That's the horn. So after 35 minutes of play, we have a tie game, 0-0. Looks like they're going to put 10 minutes on the halftime clock. They had 8 on it yesterday. We'll wait for them to get started, and then we'll go to our halftime break, and we'll send you through a recap of the first half. All right, we're going to bring you inside the studio here. Let's get that cleared off the screen. We'll get to our halftime report. So, no score, but obviously a huge play in the first half. The red card issued on the Dogso challenge, Dogso standing for denying obvious goal scoring opportunity. Clevenger got out ahead on that through ball by Peregrine, and that totally changes the landscape of the game. The Pirates have to play the rest of the way with 10 players. Obviously, playing a man down doesn't make you lose automatically, but it certainly is a tough challenge to play a man down. The Cougars have to find a goal, yet to score a goal on the season. Had some good opportunities again in this first half. So we'll see if they can convert here in the second. The back line for the Cougars has held up. They've had a few challenges. Max Enretter playing outstanding back there. Really the whole back line, Meningus, Enretter, Dole, and Nelson, all significant contributors. Willing to go to the ground to win the challenge has been a really fun thing to watch, as they've taken away some things that look like serious threats initially. So we just have about a minute before the start of the second half. It will be a 35-minute half. The winner will stay here and play Monette. The loser will go over to the practice field and play Hillcrest. We're hoping here in the studio for two reasons that we win. One, of course, that it's a win, but also that way we don't have to move, because it becomes a obstacle if we have to relocate over to that other field. The game is supposed to start at noon, so that's not a whole lot of time. 35-minute, that's basically a 5-minute break in between the two games. So either team is going to be really challenged on the final game. The endurance level of playing two games back to back, especially this early in the season, when they're probably not at the greatest fitness. Of course, it is overcast today, which has been a significant improvement over yesterday. It was so humid and hot yesterday. Today, it's there's a little bit of a chill in the air, and it's a very cloudy, threatening rain. So that's helped everyone's legs a little bit, I think, in this first half. All right, clock is hitting 0 for halftime, and the teams will be taking the field here any second to get started with the second half. Thanks for tuning in with me today, watching some Cougar soccer. The Pirates will get the kickoff to start the second half. Cougars going right to left. See if they make any changes to their formation. It does feel like we're controlling the middle of the field a little bit better in this 4-2-3-1. But also maybe there's a little bit more threat on that center of the back line. So Cougars have had some attacking opportunities. Obviously, that red card on the Pirates was a huge play. All right, we're underway. Pirates play it out of the back. Clevenger early pressure on the ball. Hamlin comes up to pressure. Cougars marking players. Brandon Schumacher comes in and clears. Clevenger to the top of the box. Good chip up by the Pirates. And Nugent smartly comes in and gathers the ball. Pirates with some room in front. Play to the near side. Back into the middle. Ben Schumacher comes into pressure. They're able to send it through. Anreder there and clears it away into the corner, and will be a throw-in for the Pirates down in the attacking third. A little trouble keeping my camera. Let's see if we can make an adjustment. Sorry about that. My camera's wanting to swivel out on me. Trying a different setup today because of the position of the windows, trying to make sure the windows aren't in the screen. Ball into the middle of the box. Anreder heads it away. Played to the far side out of bounds, throwing for the Pirates. Perigin on the ground, finds Clevenger on the run. Clevenger's through. He gets the first touch. Being challenged in the box. Clevenger cuts it back. Still on the ball. Takes the shot. Nugent's there for the save. And another good opportunity for the Cougars. Getting into the box. Let's see. My camera does not like that angle for some reason. There we go. Ben Schumacher over to take the corner kick. Ball sent in. Clevenger got his foot on it, but sends it over the goal. That would have been a great finish had he been able to put that on frame. Lucas Nangle subbing back in. He's going to come in at left back for Liam Nelson. Nugent out of the back to number 1. That's Gangpain. Goes right out of bounds. Throwing for the Cougars. Thomas to Perigin. Perigin cuts it back. Finds Thomas on the ground. Thomas back to Perigin. Perigin looking to get to the edge. Cleared away by the Pirates. Throwing for the Cougars. Perigin there for the throw. Into the end line for Thomas. Knocked away by the Pirates. Will be a corner kick for the Cougars. Ben Schumacher taking the corner. Side spinning ball in. Nugent's there first, and he's able to secure it. Rolls it out into the middle. Nangle hustles back. Lucas actually is playing that defensive mid. They actually rotated Brandon Schumacher back to the left defensive line, and Nangle's in the defensive mid position. Pirates in possession, working it out of the back. Again, they're playing with 10. Clevenger comes in to help. Brandon Schumacher challenges on the ball. Played back into the middle. Ben Schumacher tries to get a clear on it. He's able to get back on his feet. Played into the corner. Goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Cougars. Brandon Schumacher set to take the throw. Headed back in. Perigin gets the bicycle kick, gets it to the ground, and clears it away. Backside for Hamlin. Falls to Clevenger. Clevenger looking to find a spot through. Some hand fighting there. Looks like Bennett Thomas hurt his knee. Oh no. Hopefully it's just a cramp and not anything worse. That's the ACL reconstructed knee. Thomas is limping off. He's hurting pretty good. All right, back into action. Clock is restarted. Pirates immediately into a threat. Anrender's able to defend. Perigin sends it over the top to Hamlin to chase. Good speed by that back line. That's 34, James Bell. And he plays it out of bounds to kill the threat. Cougars get the throw, and Hamlin takes the throw to Perigin. Perigin sets up the shot and sends it over the goal. Be a goal kick for the Pirates. Bennett Thomas is over here on the sideline. Justin Boney ran over to give him something to drink. Thomas is here with his parents on the sideline, checking out his knee. Initial reaction doesn't seem great. Goal kick taken. Schumacher wins it down with his chest up to Clevenger. Stolen back by the Pirates. Brandon Schumacher steps in, gets it to Clevenger at the top of the box. Clevenger looking for an option. Tries to claw it back and gets caught on the hold. I believe that's a foul on Clevenger. We'll see what he calls. He's discussing it, and yeah, a foul on Hudson. Hudson did the claw back and tried to get back to position, but the Branson defender read that. That's I believe that's number 17, Loa, in the back for the Pirates. Brandon Schumacher gets a touch back into the middle for the Pirates. Hamlin comes in and steals into the middle for Perigin. Perigin at the center circle, chips it up ahead for Hamlin to run under. Hamlin gets the ball, cuts it back, deflected by the Pirates. Nangle there. Nangle tries to poke it through to Hamlin. Pirates steal. Ball loose in the middle. Clevenger touches it to Perigin. Perigin setting up a shot. Deflected by the Pirates. Goes over to the corner. Chase for the ball, and that will be another corner kick for the Cougars. Ben Schumacher over for the corner. Ball sent in. Good job by Nugent securing that. It looked like Perigin may get a touch on that to score. Meninga steps up and clears away the threat. Subs coming in the game for the Pirates. Bennett Thomas is being, the golf cart by the trainer has come over and picked up Bennett Thomas to take him back to the other side of the field. Pirates played in the middle. Ben Schumacher makes a good touch to Perigin. Up to Clevenger, stolen back by the Pirates. Perigin deflects. Sent high in the air, still in play. Side spinning ball. Meninga steps up, gets a touch forward. Hamlin, good touch to Clevenger. Clevenger holds up. Goes to the corner. Clevenger in position to send across. Cuts it back, finds Perigin on the run. Perigin into the box. Gets through the first defender, sends it across. Ben Schumacher gets a touch towards the goal and cleared away. Dole's high, though. Takes the shot off of Hamlin, and handball called. Tough break for the Cougars on a really good set. Pirates quickly restart play. Brandon Schumacher, Ben Schumacher there to defend. Brandon moved up to that left attacking mid position as Thomas got subbed out for injury. Schumacher brothers battle together to win the ball. Liam will take the throw in. Clevenger on the run. Back into the middle. Nangle steps up, chips it over the top for Clevenger. Plays it down with his head into the box. Clevenger fighting for position. And foul called on Hudson Clevenger on that push from behind as the Branson player lost his feet. Nugent for the Pirates will play it out of the back. I'm not sure if he has. Oh, he wasn't sure what he was doing there. Okay, so ref tells him, no, it's in the box. Need to set it down there and take the kick. Nugent sends the ball up ahead. Nelson there defending. Header into position. Anreder chests it down. Ball in the center circle. Nangle comes in to fight for it. Pirates are able to turn. Perigin comes in and deflects. Ben Schumacher back. Brandon coming in to help. And out of bounds. Yellow card I actually didn't see what happened there, but that's a yellow card for number 2, Eli Estrada. Okay, so the ref's saying that he took the throw in and like threw it against the. All right, some confusion going on now. Ref's going over to explain. So part of the MSHA rules is that when you issue a yellow card, you need to go over and explain to the ref, to the coach what the call is for. And so during that administration, the clock does stop. And of course, you do get a sub in that case. All right, ball played up ahead. Good tackle by the Pirates into transition. Ball played through. Nelson is there in position. Stewart comes up and clears it away, but missed touch. Dole there. Dole sends it high into the air. Perigin comes over to try to win it. Good touchdown by the Pirates. Whistle on the play. Offside on Perigin as he was tracking back for the ball. Coming from an offside position on the kick. Well, I didn't get the clock started as I was going there, so sorry about that. Back into play. Schumacher chips it over the top. Good ball to Clevenger. Clevenger fighting for position. Gets through a push. Brandon Schumacher touches it back to the middle, takes the shot. Doesn't square up on it, though, and rolls to the keeper. Ball back to the middle. Ben Schumacher's able to settle down in Nangle. Nangle carrying on the far side, tries to play it through to Hamlin. Deflected by the Pirates. Hamlin's able to get back to it. Nangle's there, gets into the box, loses possession. The Pirates trying to keep it in. Send it out on the sideline. It'll be a throw in for the Cougars. Perigin holding the ball in the corner. Sends it across. Cleared away by the Pirates, still in play. Perigin sends it in, and the keeper's there for the save. Perigin with the ball in hand, plays it up, Dole steals. Schumacher's able to turn. Ben Schumacher on the ball, gets to the top. Looking to make a move, still on the ball, cleared away by the Pirates. And throw in for the Cougars. Into the box, Perigin's able to win it. Drops it back to Schumacher, sends it across, deflected by the Pirates. A lot of space on the back line. Enright touches it up to Dole. Pirates in transition. He's on the other side of the half field, so it wasn't a big play. Oh my goodness. Okay, so he was offside, but we had pushed up, and he was on this side of midfield. So let's look at it on replay. I tried to get the replay early enough that you can see. Yeah, it's a very clean run. Lane. He was on this side of half. He was on this side of half when the ball was played. All right, so Branson takes the lead 1-0. And we just got caught. Our back line got pushed too far up, lost track of that back defender. Got to know where that midfield line is because obviously that's the point where there's no offside. Then Schumacher back into Perigin. Perigin tries to turn, cleared away. Brandon Schumacher settles it down, turns, has a double team. Pirates cleared away, throwing for the Cougars. Perigin looking to take the throw. Clevenger on the diagonal run. Clevenger sends it across. Good ball in the air. Schumacher settles and can't get it off of his feet. Cleared away by the Pirates. Meninga steps in and clears the ball away to the far side, out of bounds, throwing for the Pirates. Ball sent over the top. Dole defending. Into the middle. Meningas, great save. Into transition for the Cougars. Schumacher finds Perigin. Perigin turns, plays it over the top for Clevenger. Keeper's out of the box. Nugent comes in and clears it high into the air. Perigin's there. Heads it forward to Nangle. Nangle tries to settle. Comes through. Loose ball. Clevenger comes back to it. Clevenger plays a through ball to Perigin. Finds him at the top of the box. Perigin, one touch. Cuts it back and gets taken down. Penalty kick awarded for the Cougars. And what a crazy game. This game's had everything. All right. Perigin there to take the penalty kick. Need this to tie. Still plenty of time left in the game. 20 minutes to play. But this is a big opportunity for the Cougars to equalize. Nugent makes the save. Perigin went straight center. Nugent dove to the right, but got it with his feet. Foul called on Brandon Schumacher. Restart of play. Nelson steps in. And throw in for the Pirates on the near side. Nelson heads it down. Ball down the line. Still in play by the Pirates, looking to send it across. Schumacher comes in to defend. Send into the top of the box. Heavy touch. Meningas is able to send it away. Brandon Schumacher comes to connect. Has room in front. Plays it over the top for Clevenger to chase. Clevenger fighting for position. Gets out in front. Cuts it back into the box. And the Pirates are able to clear it away. Corner kick for the Cougars. All right, Ben Schumacher gets over there to take the corner. Obviously a huge play in that game with Nugent saving the penalty kick by Michael Perigin. Schumacher sends a high ball to the backside. Perigin gets a head on it. Off of the Pirates' last, I believe. So corner kick again on the opposite side for the Cougars. Then Schumacher jogs over the opposite side. Another attempt by the Cougars sent over the top. and goal kick for the Pirates. Nugent takes the kick. Perigin's there, settles it with his chest, has room in front, tries to find Clevenger, deflected back to Ben Schumacher. Schumacher thinks about it, plays it over to Nangle, deflected by the Pirates. Nangle's in possession, plays back to Schumacher to turn. Schumacher plays it through to Perigin, deflected away by the Pirates again. Over the top, Stewart's high, and Anredder chasing back. Stewart lets it roll, chips it over to Nelson on the near side. Nelson's challenged for the ball and clears it away. Throwing for the Pirates. Pirates send it across. Meningus is there. Anredder's there. Collision for the ball and falls to Schumacher. Ben Schumacher plays Clevenger on the run. Good header by number 18. That's Hernandez. Nangle gets a touch into the middle. And foul called on Perigin on the challenge in the air. Free kick for the Pirates. Ball sent to the top. Touched first by the Pirates over the top. And falls harmlessly to Stewart. Actually, handball was called. Dole sets to take the free kick, finds Schumacher with plenty of room. Schumacher turns. Carries wide, gives it to Perigin on the near side. Perigin chips it to the middle. Clevenger fighting for position. Ball falls to Clevenger. He tries to play it wide. Pirates are able to clear. Meningus steps in, sends it over the top. Perigin chasing. Brandon Schumacher also there. He heads it down, and Brandon's called for offside. It'll be a free kick for the Pirates. Pirates back into play. Sent across the middle. Challenge ahead. Dole shields. Stewart comes in and wins the ball. Good play there by the Cougars. Stewart finds Schumacher. Ben Schumacher chips it over the top. Ben still fighting for position. He's able to turn. Plays it through to his brother Brandon. Brandon on the run. And foul called back here at the initial play, as it didn't look like Brandon was going to get there. So they're going to give him a free kick. Perigin sends the ball up to Clevenger. Clevenger settles it with his hip. Nangle chases back for the ball. Pirates keep it in. Meningus clears the way, throw in for the Pirates on the far side. Under 14 to play. Ball in, Nangle challenges. Up ahead to Clevenger. Clevenger chips it over. Ball cleared away by the Pirates into the middle of the field. Nelson heads it back into the center circle. Back into possession. Nelson finds Ben Schumacher. Plays it through to Brandon. Cleared away by the Pirates. Schumacher defending. And gets called for the foul. Free kick for the Pirates. They've stopped the clock to discuss the Clevenger and the center back there. I can't make out his number. That's number 12, Isaac Weaver. Foul called on the Pirates. Free kick for the Cougars. Perigin there for the free kick. Perigin, good ball to Clevenger. If he's on, he gets it in the box. Clevenger with the tap in, and he scores. Cougars tie it up. What a huge goal. Great ball over the top by Michael Perigin. And Hudson Clevenger puts it in. One's the score. It's right off the free kick. All right, we're back to the action. Tie game now. Cougars have to keep up the intensity. Brandon Schumacher steps in and deflects. Pirates get the throw. Down the line. Back into the middle. Perigin chips it ahead. Schumacher challenging to the ball. Clevenger comes in. Isaac Weaver drops it back to Nugent in the goal. Brandon Schumacher comes up to pressure. Ball played wide to the near side. It's number 20, Conway. Conway loses it out of bounds, throwing for the Cougars. Ben Schumacher taking the throw, plays it up to Perigin. Isaac Weaver there sends it out of bounds for the Pirates. Another throw in for the Cougars. Schumacher looking over the top, finds Perigin in the box. And good clear away by the Pirates. Nangle tracks back. Perigin steps in, gets a touch on the ball. Loa working for position. Clevenger steps in and wins it. Finds Perigin up ahead. Perigin slides in, the ball's loose. Hamlin tracks it, tries to play it to Nangle, stolen back by the Pirates. Meningus, good job on the back line to play it back in the middle. Ball's loose to Ben Schumacher with some room. Ben makes a cut, looking for Perigin on the run. Good job by the back line, Hernandez. Heading that down. Ball loose in the middle of the field. Clevenger back there to win it. Clevenger tries to chip it through. Looked like Weaver may have got away with a handball there. In the transition for the Pirates, Brandon Schumacher tracks back to win it. Or to pressure, I should say. Played up ahead. Nelson chases back, is able to poke it away. Anreder steps in. Nangle pressuring. Shot from 35 goes over the goal. And goal kick for the Cougars. Bennett Thomas, good to see him checking back in the game. So it looks like it was more of a cramp than an ACL injury, so great to see that. Lucas Nangle will sub out to take a break. Dole up ahead. First touch by the Pirates. Perigin's able to track back and win it. Over to the near side to Nelson. Nelson had Ben Schumacher calling for the ball on the run. Not sure what that kick was, but it went right out of bounds. Perigin slides in, wins the tackle. Pirates throw in. Brandon Schumacher defended on the ball. Number 22, Miranda. Good move by Miranda as Clevenger tracks back, and they're able to win the ball back. Perigin there for the throw for the Cougars. Perigin gets the throw over the top to Clevenger. Weaver comes in and clears it. It's still in play. Perigin lets it bounce, shielding for the ball, and goes out of bounds, throwing for the Cougars. Perigin takes the throw up ahead, and nobody makes the run. Weaver's there to drop it back to Nugent on the back line, or in the goal, I should say. Ball played over to the far side. Bennett Thomas pressuring ball. Thomas gets the steal, falls to Perigin. Perigin trying to cut through the middle. Gets into the box. Good shielding by the Pirates, but foul called before that. And the free kick in a dangerous spot. This is the spot you want that free kick, just far enough out that the you can get it over the wall and back down to the goal. I didn't actually see the foul there, but foul called on the Pirates, and a chance for the Cougars with about 8 minutes left to play to take their first lead. Four-man wall for the Pirates. Perigin strikes it into the wall. He's able to get the ball back. Weaver comes up and clears it. Good aggressive play by the Pirates to take away that threat. Throw in for the Cougars. Meningas throws it in, gets it to Hamlin. Hamlin tries to turn with it, fight for the ball. Hamlin's able to win it back, sends it across. Oh, too deep, goes all the way to the keeper. If he could cut that back into the top of the box, that could have been a dangerous play. Nugent punts it away. First touch by the Pirates. Played wide, out of bounds. Throw in for the Cougars. Nelson there for the throw, plays it into the middle for Perigin. Perigin chips it over the top. Hamlin's on the backside. Hamlin trying to get there to track it down. Cleared away by the Pirates as Thomas comes in. Thomas back to Meningas. Meningas chips it over the top. Clevenger wasn't ready for it, though. It goes all the way into the box. Nugent is there to receive it. Nugent punts it away. That's a great aim. Gets it right to his guy, but can't handle it. Perigin wins it and throws it over the top to Clevenger. Clevenger tracks back for it, takes the shot, goes high into the air. Bennett Thomas is there. Hamlin chips it back into the middle. Brandon, Schumacher, Hudson Clevenger all on the ball. Clevenger cuts it back, sets up for a shot, takes the fake. Deflected. Perigin is there, falls to Thomas. Thomas takes the shot, deflected by the Pirates. Pirates are able to keep it in, and eventually it goes out of bounds, throwing for the Cougars. Dole comes down to take the quick throw over to Perigin. Perigin heads it back into the middle. Thomas is there in the box, chips it across to Ben Schumacher, but cleared away by Weaver. Anrender tracks back and plays it back to Nelson. A lot of space in the middle. Good move as Dole slid in. Meningas is there to win the ball. Offside flag is up. And we are 6 minutes left to go to a penalty kick shootout. Tied at 1 currently. Clock is stopped with 5:50 left to play. Perigin's going to come back to take that free kick, it looks like. Let that back line stay in position. Ball rolls through the middle. Nugent's there to win it. Punted high in the air. Thomas is there, gets the touch, but goes the wrong direction. Played down the line wide. Anreder slides in, wins the tackle. And throw in for the Pirates on the far side. Pirates get to the edge, looking to send the cross in. Goes over top the goal and out of play. Goal kick for the Cougars. Dole plays it into the middle. Perigin's open to turn. Perigin plays it to Clevenger. Again, a good job by Weaver to win the ball out of the air. Meningas steps in, plays it back. Weaver with his chest, but Perigin's there. Chipped over the top for Clevenger. Clevenger's on. Fighting for position. Clevenger chips it in and loses control. Nugent steps up and gathers. Ball played back to the middle of the field. Goes through the first line all the way back. Stewart's there. He'll let it go into the box and grab it. Stewart top spinning ball ahead. Schumacher heads it forward to Clevenger. Clevenger with his chest. Tracks it back to Thomas. Thomas chips it over the top for Clevenger to run under. Weaver's there again. Clevenger winning the battle, and Weaver has to clear it out for the throw-in for the Cougars. This is a dangerous spot for a throw-in. Dole's pushing up into the attack. Thomas takes the throw-in into the corner, cleared away by the Pirates. Thomas all the way into the box. Brandon Schumacher's there fighting for position. Perigin runs on. Perigin fighting for it and pushes off in the end, gets called for the foul. Free kick for the Pirates. Ball sent in the middle. Perigin tries to step in to steal. That's number 28, Gardner on the ball. Number 15, Hedrick, down the line to connect to Gardner. Ben Schumacher chases in and wins position and shields it out of bounds for a goal kick for the Cougars. Subs at the line for the Pirates. Dole will take the goal kick for the Cougars. Plays it to the near side for Nelson. Nelson chips it up to Brandon Schumacher. He heads it back into play. Back to the ball. Schumacher steals. Played back into the middle. Ben Schumacher's there. Cuts it back, but too heavy. Out of bounds throw in for Pirates. Into the middle of the field. Foul called on the Pirates. And free kick for the Cougars. Perigin driving ball up to Clevenger. Clevenger gets a touch. Brandon Schumacher on the run. Deflects it and falls to the Pirates into the pivot. Played up ahead. Number 15, Hedrick on the ball. Hedrick down the line on the underlapping run, I should say. Perigin clears it out of play. Quickly back in by the Pirates. Into the middle with some space. One more pass. Meninga steps in, can't get the clean touch. Looking for the shot and takes it wide of the frame. That was number 22, Miranda, who got the shot off there. 1 minute to play. Dole plays it wide to Hamlin and goes out of play. Be a throw in for the Pirates on the far side. Enrider steps in and clears it. Clevenger challenges for the ball. He's able to win it. Ball's loose now. Cleared away by Perigin. Good through ball. Shot wide of the frame. Oh my goodness, I thought they just scored with 10 seconds remaining, but couldn't get it on target. And that will be the end of the game, and we'll go into a penalty kick shootout. Exciting game, no doubt. Several exciting things happening. That through ball where the Branson got their goal was just our defensive line got pushed up a little bit too far, lost track of midfield. And even though the offensive player was 5 yards beyond the defensive line, he was in the defensive half of the field, which is not offside. And then great over-the-top ball by Perigin. Clevenger was able to finish through some traffic. Of course, we did have the penalty kick awarded early on. We weren't able to convert on it. So let's see what we do here. We're going to go to penalty kicks to decide the winner of this game. We'll send you through the second half recap while we wait for the penalty kick decisions to be made, what side we're going on and who's doing what, and we'll be back here in just a minute. All right, we're back. We are set up for the penalty kick shootout. And that is not a prediction of the shootout. That is last shootout's results. So let me get that cleared. The Cougars will get the first kick. Michael Perigin taking the first ball for the Cougars. Perigin sets up, goes right, and finishes for the first point. Cougars up 1-0. Pirates now up to chance to tie. Rush Stewart on the line. Sends it over the top. First shot, no good for the Pirates. Hudson Clevenger, second to the line for the Cougars. Clevenger takes it right corner. And he scores. 2-0. Branson Pirates coming to the line. This is number 17, Alexis Loa. Puts it right side in the back of the net. And the second kick is good, 2-1. Ben Schumacher coming to the line for the third kick for the Cougars. Schumacher, good ball in the left corner. And the Cougars now lead 3-1. Number 22, Miranda, coming to the line for the Pirates. Miranda, good ball to the right side, and he scores. So 3-2, Cougars leading. Liam Nelson jogging up to the mark for the Cougars. Nelson buries it in the back of the net. And the Cougars take a 4-2 lead. If Stewart can save either of the next two, the Cougars win. Shot left corner is good, 4-3. Bennett Thomas coming up to the mark for the Cougars to seal the game. Stephen Nugent in the goal for the Pirates. Bennett Thomas to win it with this penalty kick. Saved by Nugent. Nugent guessed right, and Thomas put it right at him. And so now Branson has a chance to send it to extra frames here. Number 21, Justin Mazilu, walking to the mark to take the fifth frame penalty kick for the Pirates. A miss here ends the game. He scores 4-4. And now we're into the 6th frame. So we will reset. We're in sudden death now in the 6th frame. It is, if one team scores and the other doesn't, it's over. Gavin Dole coming to the line for the Cougars, to the mark. Dole buries it in the back of the net. And the Cougars score in the 6th. Number 2, Eli Estrada coming to the line for the Pirates. A save here secures the victory for the Cougars. Goes to the right. Stewart dives to the left. And it's good. 7th frame now. Brandon Schumacher coming to the line for the Cougars. Schumacher buries it in the back of the net. And the Cougars score in the 7th. Again, sudden death. The Pirates need to score to continue. Looks like this is number 10, Chase Dent. Puts it to the right side. Stewart guessed right, but couldn't get to the ball. And we are heading to the 8th frame. Max Anreder coming up to the mark for the Cougars. Anreder sneaks it through. And again, sudden death for the Pirates. Looks like this is number 9, Cale Hinkle, a freshman. With his left, finds the back of the net. And we move to frame 9. Lucas Nangle making his way to the mark for the Cougars. Saved by Nugent. Nangle went left. Nugent guessed left and made the save. And now we are in sudden death where a goal by the Pirates wins it. here in the 9th frame. Looks like number 29, Dylan Hill for the Pirates. Stewart gets a hand on it, but can't keep it out of the goal. And the Pirates win the shootout in the 9th frame. 8-7 is the final score in the shootout. Tough loss for the Cougars. Had their chances, just couldn't quite get enough to finish, but a really good game. Pirates, valiant effort after getting that red card, played the rest of the game with 10. We do have so we're about 20 minutes behind schedule now for the start of the 3rd game. We'll be playing the Hillcrest Hornets over on the practice field. The Hornets have been over there warming up for quite some time. You can see that field in the upper right corner of the picture. We'll be trying to go live for that game. So tune back in. It'll be on a new feed because we're going to have to change locations. But we'll be back in maybe 15 minutes for the start of the 3rd game of this tournament for the Cougars. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you later.